I look scrumdiddlyumptious right now, and you can too. Hi, my name is Abby. Welcome to my channel. I'm no hater, I'm no gatekeeper. I'm showing all the products, all the tips, from the skin prep to the brows to the lips to the foundation to the concealer, from high end to low end. I'm gonna show y'all everything. Watch this video, get your brushes, do your makeup along with me, get a notepad, write down some notes. Let's get to it. A huge part of good makeup is good skincare. I just wash my face. If I want my foundation to look bomb, my skin needs to look bomb, okay? For cleanser, I use the Image or Medic Balancing Cleanser. It gets your skin nice and clean and doesn't make it too dry. My skin's a little sensitive, so I love to use the Dermalogica Daily Milkfoliant. When you put foundation on skin that's not exfoliated, it's gonna amplify all that dead skin and all that oil. So you wanna make sure that you're really taking the time to prep your skin. I'm gonna tone my face using the Anua Soothing Toner. What toner does is help all your other products, like your moisturizer, your serums, penetrate into the skin better. In between products, I like to do the 1-minute rule. So after I apply each product, I wait 60 seconds to really allow that product to soak into the skin. If you really want your skin to look like glass before you apply your foundation, use a liquid exfoliant. This is the Ren Daily AHA Tonic. I'll apply that kind of very quickly all over my skin. I broke this because I was fanning my face too hard. It still works. See, we already got a cute little glow going on. On occasions where I really want my makeup to look good, I kind of skip out on the serums. I really only do my makeup like this once in a blue moon. Every day I usually use like 10 serums, but sometimes I find that when I layer too many serums on, it either separates my makeup, it makes it not last as long, or it pills when I apply foundation. I'm just gonna avoid that altogether by just going straight into my moisturizer. I'm using the Beauty of Joseon Dynasty cream. It's a water-based moisturizer, which is gonna go perfect with my water-based primer. And I'm gonna apply a decent amount on there. If you don't want your skin to look crusty, please invest in a good moisturizer. With my moisturizer, I really massage it into the skin so it's not just sitting on top of my skin. When your products are just sitting, that's what might separate your foundation. Gotta hydrate the under eye too. Using the Ren Dark Circle Eye Cream, I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize the under eye. If you find your under eyes to be creasing, you might not be hydrating it well enough. And same thing with the moisturizer, you wanna massage this in to avoid any pilling. And when I say pilling, I don't know if y'all know what that means. Pilling is basically when you are putting your foundation on and you see like pieces, particles kind of roll off of your skin. That's pilling. Separation is when you see separation in your foundation. Separation can also be caused by different ingredients not being able to mix well together. It can also be from too much product on your face. It could also be from a lot of oil production. Makeup is all about testing and trying to see what works for your skin. Our face is nice and hydrated, but you cannot have hydrated skin and forget the lips. Right now, I'm using the CosRX Ceramide Lip Butter. We're pretty much all done with skin prep. I love to do this before I do any other part of my makeup routine. So by the time I get to doing my foundation, all the products are soaked in and my skin looks like it's glowing from within, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, now, eyebrows. Ooh. I got two options for you guys. This is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. The cheaper option is going to be the NYX Brow Glue. If you have thicker, coarser, more stubborn hair, this is the girl for you, okay? If you have thinner, finer brow hair, this is the girl for you. Also, don't mind my nails. I know they're not done. This is not a nail video. This is a makeup video, so ignore that, please. Benefit one dries to a more harder texture. The NYX one dries to a softer texture. I'm gonna go with the NYX one. I like to apply as much product as I can on, just like this, to give me a little bit of a lift. Push them up and push them to the side. And this is gonna give you kind of that semi-laminated look. I like the front of the brow to go up a little more, so once it's about 70% dried, I go back in without applying more product and just brush the front hairs up. Once it's about 95% dry, go in again and just go over the top. like this just to clean it up so it doesn't look too crazy. My eyebrows are so uneven. My eyebrows are really like step siblings. Up and over. My brows are already pretty thick, so I don't like to do too much when it comes to filling them in. I love to use brow pens because it gives the illusion of brow hairs, and it's just gonna fill in any bald spots that I have in my brows. Two options for this too. Shape and Shade Brow Tint from MAC. The brush really reminds me of like a watercolor type feel. I used to be a matte girl, so I used to use this product all the time. And then this is the Anastasia brow pen, which is what I'm going to use today. This is in the color medium brown. And I like to be very careful with this. I actually like to run it on the back of my hand first to make sure there's no excess ink at the end. My brow starts lower on this side, so I like to bring my brow down a little bit lower on this side. And I'm just going to draw in some little hair strokes. I'm gonna show you how I used to do my eyebrows. I used to do it crazy, like that 2016 Anastasia dip brow, carved out concealer brows. I was looking crazy. I remember my sister used to try to tell me like, Abby, your brows. And I thought she was just being a hater for real. I'm an eyes before foundation girly, so let's do the eyes. First step is tightline your eyes. This is the Makeup Forever Aqua Last color. If you guys want to know like the details of all the products, I'm going to put it in the description. The easiest way to tightline your eyes is have a mirror below you. So you're looking down. Tilt your head back just a tiny bit. If your mirror is placed on a table, you could go ahead and use your other finger to slightly lift up your eye. For me, I'm going to be holding my mirror, so I'm just going to look down, raise my eyebrow, and tightline. I personally don't like to tightline too often because it's going to clog up your oil glands. When you're tightlining, you want to make sure to try and push that pencil liner into the lash line. Pushing it like this. I'm going to just very lightly line the top of my lash line. This is mostly so that when I apply my lash, it's going to blend in better. I'm Asian, so my lashes be going straight down, which means I have to curl them just a tiny bit. I am going to be applying fake lashes, but this is just going to help prevent any of those lashes going down while my fake lashes are going up. At the same time, I don't want to curl them too much because it's going to make it harder for me to apply my lash. Honestly, y'all, I don't really be wearing lashes that much anymore like I used to. Girl, I used to be like long nails, 18mm lashes, but I've grown, you know, like I'm just not that girl anymore. I'm a woman. The mascara I like to use is actually this Mexican mascara. It's the one with the apple on it. I literally used to use this when I was little, but a blue one. Like I used to love wearing blue mascara. I don't know. Holds my lashes up so well and it doesn't bleed at all. The area I live in California has a large Mexican population, so we have a lot of stores that have this mascara. If you can't find it around you, I'm gonna link it in my Amazon. I've really tried to use like higher end mascaras, but nothing holds my lashes like this one. My lashes are so long because I started using Grande Lash. The lashes I loved. Watermelon. Wait, it worked. Why did that work? This is the Juvia's Place Nubian Lash in Kush. I like it because it's nice and short and it's dense at the end, which gives a really nice cat eye effect. Don't you guys hate when you get a nice brand new pair of lashes and you try to take it out and it rips? Well, I'm gonna show you how to properly take them out of the packaging. You're gonna want to take out this plastic part. You either want to pull it this way and out, but if you really don't want to damage your lashes, you're gonna want to bend this plastic and very gently pull them out. When it comes to trimming your lashes, you can cut off either this side, the inner corner, or the outer corner, depending on the shape of your eye, depending on if you want to keep the length or if you want it more natural. If you want it more natural, obviously you're going to trim off the end. If you want to keep the length of it, you're going to trim the inner part of it. Look down at your mirror. Place it over your eye. Kind of see how much you want to cut off. You want to cut off a tiny bit more than you think. When you blink, your eye is going to scrunch and you really don't want it to be poking you, or else your eye is going to water, then your makeup's going to get ruined. So the shorter the band, the safer it is. Let's just say that. We're gonna do this one eye at a time. I'm gonna take the lash glue. The difference I find between the tube glue and the one that comes with a brush like this is that the one with a brush tends to stay sticky, which I like just in case the lash lifts a little bit. I could just place it back on. The one in the tube is a lot more gentle on the eye. And I notice that the minute the one in the tube gets wet, it will not become sticky again. So I'm gonna go ahead and place it on the eye, just like that. If it's easier for you, go ahead and use tweezers. I'm just using my fingers. Pressing your false lash into the mascara is gonna help it stay longer as well. I love these lashes so much. I bought like 10 pairs during Black Friday. My spending habit is something that I need to bring to therapy. To prime my face, I'm using the Refy Primer. This reminds me a lot of the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It's very hydrating. It's gonna make your skin look really plump. You're gonna need some time to let it dry so that it becomes a little bit sticky. It has this applicator where it rolls the product on your skin and it's supposed to like contour, sculpt your face. Let's be for real, like it doesn't really do much. I mean, this is cute, but this roller thing isn't gonna push it into your skin better than your hands will. Going to massage this into the skin. My skin type is a little more dehydrated, so I love to use hydrating products. Okay, once your primer has had time to soak into your skin, grab a concealer that is about the same color as your skin. I'm using the Dior Skin Correct. You don't gotta go this fancy. Grab a little detail brush, take a little bit of concealer. I'm gonna spot conceal any little hyperpigmentation with the tiniest amount of product. Before I blend it, I like to just apply it on all the little blemishes, pimples, scars, age spots, and let it kind of sit before I blend it. The reason why I'm doing this method is, first of all, it gives it time to really dry so that when you blend it, the color won't pick up and you'll still get that coverage. And when you apply your foundation, you're not gonna have to go in with 10 layers of foundation just to cover up pigmentation. This is the time when you're gonna be color correcting if you do that. So if you have redness in your face, you're gonna use a green color corrector. If you have blues or purples, you're gonna use an orange or peach corrector. I have some broken capillaries. I was in the Philippines for a month and was like tanning all day, and boy, did I learn my lesson. I noticed like broken capillaries, I noticed more fine lines on my face, and I got like a little age spot. I learned my lesson, no more tanning. I'm gonna go in with my ring finger, which is your weakest finger, and just tap to blend it in just a tiny bit. When it comes to doing my base, I actually like to work backwards, and what I mean by that is work from dark to light, because I find that when I do this technique, I'm able to use a lot less product. I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face. This is the Face Hack by Freck, I think. I don't even know the brand, y'all. Like, I'm gonna put that in the description, but I'm using this. It's like a little contour stick. And then right here, you almost want to make like a 3. And for my nose, I prefer more of a lifted kind of look instead of just like really skinny and colonized. And put this on the bottom right here and then a little on the top just to give me a little lift. I'm gonna also take the contour right here under the brow and in the crease and out. This is the BK Beauty brush. These BK Beauty brushes really have me in a chokehold. I wish they would pay me for the promotion I give them, but it's really too good not to share. If you want less concentration of that product, you're gonna swipe it. If you want to keep the opacity of the product, you're gonna just want to dab it. And I'm just gonna blend it by dabbing it so that I keep that contour where it is and I get the most coverage out of the product. And you're gonna want to just push it up like this. If it goes down on the face like mine did a little bit right here, don't worry about that because we're gonna clean that up. The amount of times I forget to blend the jawline and I just be going out with like a line right here. The pointier side, I'm gonna blend out my nose contour just a little bit. I kind of like to blend the contour right here into the eyebrow just to make everything look like one. Y'all, I never had forehead wrinkles like this. I swear it was from when I was in the Philippines. Please don't go under the sun. I'm gonna have to get Botox. I haven't even had Botox in like 4 years. My favorite foundations are the Haus Labs and the Makeup by Mario foundation. I might get like emotional about these. They're just so good. Makeup by Mario is a more water-based foundation. Haus Labs is a more silicone-based foundation technically, but it does have a lot of water in it. For today, I might go in, I don't know which one to choose. This is like choosing between your best friend and your boyfriend. Like, I don't have a boyfriend, just so you guys know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger, miny, mo. Okay, we're gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario foundation. This one is a tad bit yellow onto the back of my hand. Y'all can use a brush or a sponge for this. Because I already covered up the hyperpigmentation, I don't need a very thick layer of foundation, so I'm just gonna go in with a sponge. It's gonna give me a nice sheer application. The Makeup by Mario foundation is a light to medium coverage. I'm avoiding the areas where I applied my contour and just going into the areas with bare skin. I'm lightly going under the eye with my foundation just to help color correct a tad bit. I don't need a lot of color correction, so I just use the foundation instead of an actual color corrector. Especially if you're using a tan foundation, please don't forget to hit the ears, and also the neck. I know it looks tan, but trust the process, y'all. Let's move on to the concealer. I like to either use the Hourglass concealer or the Juvia's Place concealer. This one is going to be a little more pricey. This one is going to be your cheaper alternative, but you guys, they both are amazing. Like, the Juvia's Place really reminds me of Shape Tape, which has been my holy grail for years. The Hourglass one is a lot more hydrating and also gives really nice coverage. So try out both, see which one you like. Today, I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Hourglass concealer. I'm literally just going to place the concealer more on the inside right here. And you're gonna also start carving out your nose with this. Concealer on the chin, under the cheek right here. This is gonna help lift that cheek up. I'm actually gonna let the concealer sit on my face for a little bit while I do my blush so that when I go back to do my concealer, it's not gonna pick up that concealer and I'm getting the most coverage out of the product this way. Using the Juvia's Place concealer, this is in the color Marigold. You literally have to apply that little. I swear this video isn't sponsored by Juvia's Place. I wish it was, but their products are just so good for the price point. Using the same sponge, I'm going in on the other side and just blending that out. The reason why I like to put foundation on the sponge is so that it's not soaking up all that blush, and it's going to help that blush blend better into my skin. Apply the blush before I blend out the concealer for a more seamless blend between the blush and the concealer. I'm starting from the bottom up. So chin, under the cheek. If the line looks too harsh, just go back in with a contour brush and blend that. Now we're going to go in under the eye. You can go ahead and use a makeup sponge. I'm using a makeup sponge. If you're gonna use a brush, I really recommend the BK Beauty brush. So good, but today I'm just gonna keep it to this. Under eye is my favorite part of my makeup. Do you guys remember that picture of Kim Kardashian like in the makeup chair with like her contour placement and the super bright under eye that Mario did on her? Pretty sure it was Mario, but I feel like that picture changed like the trajectory of my life. For the outer part of the concealer, you want to make sure to bring it up at an angle like this to give yourself a nice little eye lift. I'm blending out that nose highlight. Now we want to move a little quickly because we want to set this concealer before it creases. I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I also like to use the Morphe translucent powder, but I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier first. I actually like to take a very, very fluffy blending brush and use this to lightly set my concealer first. Like this. If it creases a little bit before you set it, go ahead and just go in with the sponge really quickly. Mattify any areas that I don't want glowy. Under and around the mouth, around the nostrils, and my smile lines. between the brows and a little on the forehead. I don't see a lot of people using a blending brush, but I love it because it gives me so much more control. Because I really want to lock in that under eye, I'm going to go in with the Morphe powder. You could even use the same translucent powder or a different brighter powder. Can't talk. I'm going to use this powder puff. You can get these on Amazon to bake under my eye. Pressing that in. I actually like to go in with my palm a little bit and tap that so that it's all even. Go in under my eye. Just like this. Putting a little bit of that powder under that contour. I don't like to leave it on for too long. You can if you want to, but I'm going to go ahead and use that same blending brush and dust all that off. Using this technique where you set it first then bake really helps prevent any splotchiness in your under eye, but you still get that brightening effect. Looks so good already, and we're not even done, y'all. We're not even done. I'm going to use this peachy-ish, pinkish blush just to set it. Also, y'all, just so you know, I'm colorblind, so if I get the colors wrong, like, be easy, okay? Like, to swirl it, tap it off right here. My most favorite bronzer of all time. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I used to love Give Me Sun, but I'm using Dark Deep. Start on the forehead. I love me a nice tan forehead. Go in the crease of the eye and then out. It's on the cheek. I know, I make this like dumb little face, but going in with a tiny little brush, same powder, and reinforcing that nose contour. So underneath, on top over here. We're gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Champagne Glow and doing a very subtle highlight. A little bit on the tip of my nose, a little bit on the bridge of my nose. I'm like so embarrassed to use this brush, but I love using this brush. I don't know what happened. Don't ask me. I have no clue. But I'm going to go ahead and tap, tap, tap. See where my cheek catches the light. Naturally, it catches it right here. Just the tiniest amount. We're all done with the face. Now we get to do the lips. If you want your lip liner to last longer, apply a little bit of translucent powder on your lips. I'm just taking the excess from the powder puff earlier. This is Strip Down from MAC. Line the bottom of your lip. And then press down. Now you have a guideline for the top lip. We're gonna go with an OG, which is the NYX Butter Gloss. This is the one in Fortune Cookie. When you apply a lighter color to the inner parts of your lips, it makes your lips look plumper. Like I said, I'm a matte girly, so Fix Plus is so good. I also have been loving this REM Beauty Spray because I love the way it sprays. Sometimes this one will like shoot it out and spit at you, but this one gives a nice fine even mist. So I'm gonna go in with this today because I can't risk this getting messed up. I do love the way that the MAC Fix Plus just melts everything into your skin. Girl, do you see this? This beat is something that you could wear to a wedding. You could wear it to your wedding. You could wear it to the club. Don't go to clubs. You could wear it on a first date. You could wear it to go to Trader Joe's. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below what else you want to see. All right, now I'm feeling myself a little too much. Like, I'm about to take this off, eat dinner, and go to sleep. Love you guys.